We are looking into the 36th sentence in the text Thirukolur Penpillai Rahasyam, and the sentence is like this: இரு மாலை ஈந்தேனோ தொண்டரடி பொடியார் போலே. We will look into the English meaning. இரு மாலை means two garlands. And who put those two garlands? It was தொண்டரடி பொடியார். Actually, here the name is shortened. The name is தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார். What are those two garlands? And who was தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார்? These questions will be addressed in this recording. The real name or original name of தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார் was Vipra Narayanan. In fact, he took birth in a family which was traditionally singing devotional songs to the Lord. And தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார் was the 10th Alvar in the list of 12 Alvars. Alvars were devotees of Lord Vishnu. Vipranarayana only became தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார் in the later part of his life. These two garlands which we talked in the beginning of this was, one was flower garland, another was Pamalai. In Tamil it is called Pamalai. It means with songs he was worshipping the Lord. Actually, literally it means song garland, but then song cannot be made into a garland, right? So we say that he was very good in singing hymns or pasurams, and they were extraordinarily good that they gained entry in the text called Nalayara Divya Prabandham. Nalayara Divya Prabandham is a Tamil Vedam, and he composed two works. One is Thirumalai, it consists of 45 verses, and the other is Tirupalli Ezhi. It has 10 verses. What is Tirupalli Ezhi? Tirupalli Ezhi is sung in temples to awaken the deity. And it is believed that in one of the temples, when this Tirupalli Ezhi was sung, the Lord who was lying down, he came to a standing position. There's a story about this particular deity. This Thirumalai, which has 45 verses, is also very sacred. And there's a Tamil saying which says that whoever wants to understand Thirumal, that is Lord Vishnu. Thirumal is another name for Lord Vishnu. They should have understood this Thirumalai done by தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார். So they have considered this Thirumalai to such a high level when it came to devotional songs. Now this Vipranarayana settled in Srirangam, and every day he would offer flower garland to Ranganatha Swami. For this purpose, he had even maintained a beautiful garden. In memory of this particular Alvar and his work, even today in Srirangam, Vasantotsavam is conducted. It was a ritual remembering this தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார். And it happens in the garden which was developed by this particular Alvar. Vipranarayana was very famous in two types of garlands, as we told. One was flower garland, another is his capacity to sing hymns or pasurams. Now, how he became தொண்டரடி பொடியாழ்வார்? That is the point which we will discuss now. Vipranarayana fell in love with one girl by name Devadevi, And she belonged to a particular sect where they were all traditionally temple dancers. And he would often visit their house where Devadevi and her mother were living. And one day, or once it happened that there was some financial problem for him, and because of that, he was not given respect. So he went there and then he came back to his place. Subsequently, what did the Lord do in his life? As we saw in our earlier Alvar's lives also, Lord did some leelas. In Tirumangai Alvar's life, he came as a bridegroom. And in Nambadwan's case, he came as an old man. Now, what he does, he goes in disguise and then gives a vessel to this house, Devadevi's house. And he told those people that Vipranarayana had sent him. Actually, Vipranarayana was not aware of what was going on, but that vessel, which was very costly, that was with Devadevi. And subsequently, they started giving him good treatment. And slowly, the temple authorities found that the vessel from the temple was missing. And they went and reported this matter to the king. So, when the action was taken, Vipranarayana was sent to jail because that vessel was in his house, in Devadevi's house, where Vipranarayana was going and coming. When he was arrested, his sadness knew no bounds because he had not done this theft. So he cried to the Lord. He said, I have not done anything, why I was imprisoned. Then what happened? Swami went, that is, the Lord went. In the king's dream, he told that Vipranarayana was not at fault. And then he explained everything and he was sent out from the jail. So Vipranarayana came out of the jail and he and Devadevi started living family life. As he was drawn to her and they were happily pursuing the family life, slowly his attention towards the temple work was getting less and less. How it was earlier, it was not like that now. The devotion and that commitment, everything became less. And soon he realized that and he wanted to do something to rectify his mistake. So he went to some knowledgeable people and they requested him to do a particular act. When he did it, his name got changed from Vipranarayana to Tondaradi Podi Alvar. What was that? Tondaradi Podi Alvar means dust of the feet of the devotees. That is, Tondar is a person who is a devotee. Adi means feet. That is, when he is keeping his feet, under that feet, that quantity of mud or sand or whatever it is, dust, whatever we call it, that he should consider very sacred, Vipranarayana, and put it on his head. This act will purify him from the deeds which he did in the recent past. So, with this belief, he went and attended to this particular thing, identifying the devotees, and he continued like that. So, his name became Tondaradi Podi Alvar. So, this is how the story ended. And then, recalling this story, Thirukolur Penpillai said, I never gave this kind of garland. Neither I gave flower garland to the Lord, nor I sang this many hymns. So she said, I'm leaving this place called Thirukolur as she was not eligible to stay there.